weeks until I start the Tahoe Rim Trail, and I am freaking out in a really good way. Like, I'm so excited. I feel really prepared, or as prepared as I'm going to be. I am comfortable with all of my equipment. I'm working on fitting it all into my pack. I've decided not to get a larger pack because I realized after watching some videos and after talking to some people who know more than I do, that it's just a matter of Tetrising this in correctly, and I can do it. I'm confident in myself. I think I can do it. I've been invited up to Tahoe to spend some time with my family, and they happen to be staying in a place that is right off of the Tahoe Rim Trail. So I'm going to hike a 12-mile loop tomorrow with my sister and just kind of get a feel for the elevation and the terrain. I'm gonna be on the east side, the Nevada side, and the dry side. And I'm just really, I'm feeling really, really excited about it. Really, really good. I reserve the right to change my mind anytime. I'm sure that I'm going to have some freak out moments, but right now I'm just really excited. I pulled over on the side of the road to tell you guys a story because I'm a storyteller. And I pulled over to look at a waterfall, and there was a woman there taking pictures and whatnot. And I said, or she said to me, "Are you on your way to Tahoe?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I'm heading up there. I'm going to do some hiking." And she goes, "Oh great, that's fantastic. Are you a good hiker?" And I said, my first reaction was, "Well, I mean, sort of. I think maybe, because you know, us ladies do that. We don't like to be too braggy, right?" And she goes, "Oh, that's great. Where are you going?" And I said, "Oh, I'm doing this small 12-mile section of the TRT." And she goes, "Small? 12 miles? That's really big." And I had this moment of speechlessness because she's right. 12 miles is a long way. And I've been so focused on 171 miles that I forgot that, yeah, I mean, like, I'm an experienced hiker. I mean, maybe not experienced. I don't know what the adjective should be, but I'm a good hiker. I'm well trained. I'm ready to, 12 miles doesn't freak me out. How about that? 12 miles doesn't freak me out. And it made me feel really good to be able to say that. And then she started asking me questions about how long was the trek going to be? How many days was it going to take? Is there snow? What kind of equipment do you need for snow? Are you afraid of bears? What kind of protection do you have? And I was able to answer all of these questions with confidence and not like this, you know, "Oh, well, technically speaking." It was more of just like, yeah, I've done a crap load of research and I've talked to a mess of people who have done this before, and I just feel I feel as prepared as somebody can feel without having done it. So my point is I'm heading up to Tahoe to hike a small section, and I'm just excited. I'm really excited. So I'm glad you guys are coming along for the ride. I'm approaching 6,000 feet of elevation. This is the highest I've been in any training exercise so far. Of course, I'm driving, so it doesn't really matter yet, but I do have this little tinge of nervousness that I don't know, I'm gonna get sick or bad things are gonna happen. So I'm certainly glad that I am taking this little jaunt up to Tahoe. I just pulled over to use the facilities, and it's a trailhead. And it's a trailhead to waterfalls, and I want to go to it so bad. It's only 1.5 miles up, which means it's 1.5 miles back, which means 3 miles. My average is 2.7 miles per hour, which would take me an hour and some change to do. And I just sat here at this trailhead for like 15 minutes trying to decide whether or not it'd be a good idea for me to go to just like do this quick little hike. But I'm supposed to be meeting my parents. I'm supposed to be meeting my family. Like, they're waiting for me right now, and I gotta go. I can't just pull over every time I see a cool trailhead, even though that's what I want to do. So, I'm off! Here's what I'm noticing. There's still snow on the ground, but it is not the kind of snow where you need those micro spikes or crampons or anything like that. I don't think so. Let me start over. One of my fears about doing the Tahoe Rim Trail so early is that there's still snow on the ground, and I have zero experience hiking in the snow or for whatever. Like, I don't hike in the snow. I ski down the mountain. But I don't hike in the snow. So I was really concerned. And when I called the forestry department or the ranger station, they said, yeah, on the west side we still have snowpack. I have 3 weeks before I leave, and then a full week before I get to the west side of the mountain, and so I have 4 weeks for the snow to melt. And one of my things to check off the list while I'm up here this week is, how bad is the snow, and do I need to take some sort of class to learn how to navigate it? I mean, someday that would be cool, especially if I'm going to do John Muir or, you know, PCT or whatever, Colorado. I mean, there's a lot of places I'd like to go to where there's snow, Shasta, for example. But I'd rather not do that on my first through hike. I really would rather not. I would like to just walk on the dirt and the rocks, and that's it. I can't believe I saw this. I can't believe, I mean, I've been on this road 1,000 times growing up in Northern California, and I just happened to look on the side of the road, and for the first time in my life I noticed this sign that said PCT TRT. And so of course I had to pull over. Holy moly. I'm on it right now. I feel emotional. I've been training for 6 months for this, and I didn't expect to feel emotional. But in 4 short weeks, I will have completed half of the TRT and walking into Echo Lake on this trail. I will say it's a little hard to breathe. But I don't feel sick yet, so this is great. This is really great. God, I'm so excited. Look at this, you guys. Look at that. That's us. Are you ready? You guys, there it is. 4 weeks. 4 weeks. in California meant that I was truly blessed on outdoor activities. Like I was never bored. We spent the winters skiing in Tahoe. That's when it was affordable, and Tahoe was just this little, ski town. Like nothing was expensive or fancy. Now it's like Aspen, Colorado or something. It's so fancy. But anyway, we would spend the winter skiing, and obviously, the ocean, Santa Cruz is right there, and we'd spend the summers in Shasta on houseboats, and I mean, we were so blessed as far as outdoor activities were concerned. And I mean, we were in Tahoe so much growing up, so much. And I remember driving over this pass, I mean, hundreds of times it must have been. And I have never appreciated it as much as I do today. I'm noticing things about this pass that I've never noticed before. And I think it's because I've been studying the map for 6 months. For 6 months. Oh my God, you guys. I hope you're as excited as I am. I'm pretty freaking excited. I mean, if I'm this excited over the Tahoe Rim Trail, could you imagine if I ever do something like the PCT? I'm gonna have to be medicated. Okay, one more, I mean, let's be real, it's not one more comment. Today I have a lot to say. But I was thinking, as I was driving, that one of my biggest fears about being on the TRT is altitude sickness. And I just, like, talking to you guys about my childhood and spending all this time up in Tahoe, I have never had altitude sickness in Tahoe. Never once. And so, what am I so afraid of? Right, we're going into Nevada. You can tell because all the casinos are on the state line. Bye, California. I love you.
This is the more glamorous version.
Okay, this is all the stuff that I may or may not be taking on the Tahoe Rim Trail, minus the trash.
You're gonna take the box?
No. Okay, there are some things that I'm not taking.
I'm like, you're taking a cardboard box?
Okay, 90% of this I'm taking, and we gotta fit it into the backpack.
How are we gonna do that? Good thing I love Tetris. You gonna take the rolly cart with you? That would be cool if you could hook your hammock to it.
A lot of conversations about wildlife. Plus I talked to the ranger station, I talked to the Tahoe Rim Trail Association.
And the rangers know you're out there. There's like a lot. Is there like a ticket? You know, when you go to the Rogue River, they know you're there.
Listen, remember that last video where I was saying that my family member is getting into my head, and now I'm like, oh my God, what's that noise? Because there's some sort of bear or cougar or something. This is what I'm talking about.
No, I'm all about prevention, sister.